Well, shall we see if there's any houses decorated with Christmas lights in D-Town? There's one.
Abigail called me with the bad news, goodbye, and we'll never know why. It was not an invitation, but I flew home anyway, with so much left to say. It was not convenient, no, but I whispered at the grave.
There's another one coming up here, but deserve what they want, hope they get what they want. I just want you. Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. We tell the world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. oh, the sign says Pony Express, historic route. I tried to look online to see exactly where the route was, and it was before these streets were laid out. So it's like going in diagonals. It would cut through a lot of these streets. Wouldn't it be something if one of those Pony Express riders had taken a long Rip Van Winkle nap and suddenly appeared? He would be disoriented.
I hope I get what I want, 'cause I know what I want. I just want you. Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. We tell the world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. Wow.
bit of time in this pizza parlor here.
Got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball.
Steve's Pizza.
Settle down, got a wish list. I just want you.
Get the lunch special with the salad buffet.
When I found you, you were young, you were lost in the cold. Pulled up to you in the track, turned your rags into gold. The winding road leads to the chateau. You remind me of
How about that?
me. I saw potential.
I'll be your father figure. I drink that brown liquor. I can make deals with the devil because my
Close to the movie theater.
this love is pure.
Davis Varsity.
Just step into my office. I dry your tears with my sleeve. Leave it with me.
I'm here early. Maybe we could take a little tour of the Armadillo music store. Let's see. Oh, they took off the sidewalk merchandise inside. Maybe it's in front here. Let's see. Aha, yes it is. I'll take a little video here and I can study it at home in my leisure. Dido, that should be pretty good. Almost Famous, that was a good movie. Oddly enough, I was in contact with one of the women who went by the name Penny Lane. I was going to invite her to talk to one of my classes. Wouldn't you know it, on that very day we had a strike planned. So we called it off. Diana Krall, I just went to see her in concert. I must say it was kind of a strange experience. I got the distinct impression that she hadn't warmed up and was spending the first half of the concert kind of warming up and barely singing, like singing in a whisper. It was kind of odd. But then finally toward the end she played about 2 or 3 songs that given it all she had. This was in Santa Rosa, right? Yeah, right. Oh boy. Did you see that play with my mom and grandmother when I was a kid? Live on Letterman. That's unusual. Very unusual. Patti Smith.
She want me at a party, better shake some. Wondering why she always trying to suck some. Up to you, they been thugging like something. Got the Glock, hit the dash, got the text, got it.
I feel like I should buy it. Okay, now I lost my place. Okay, that one, okay. Oh, Mannheim Steamroller is pretty good. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's buy this one. Interesting title. Should we just take a chance? I don't know her. But the title is catchy.
See if we can find you something.
George Shearing, boy. Well, you can't go wrong for $3. Huh. One of their earlier records, I guess. All right, I can't resist. Janet Jackson. An acquaintance of mine once said he was working in a clothing store near San Diego when she walked in. Degrees. Oh yeah, there we go. One of those manufactured groups. As good as it gets. I guess that was an okay movie, but that's the one where she has that line, something like "goddamn HMO, effing bullshit," something like that. She had a son who was had a lot of food allergies or something. What's the name of that actress that was on Mad About You? With Paul Reiser. Why can't I think of her name? Helen Hunt. There we go. Interesting. Save it for another day. I'm embarrassed that I don't know Sarah McLachlan that well, but I should know her. Ah, $4. What the heck? Rita Ronstadt she lives in San Francisco. Fiddler on the Roof. I saw that when I was a kid. Tradition. And we had the music book at home, so I learned a lot of the songs. Now, let's try this one. John Williams, isn't it amazing that he's still going strong? Leonard Bernstein. Bernstein? I should know that. My long ago stepsister tricked me into giving the answer Vivaldi for her homework. Name a composer whose name starts with the letter V. I was sitting at the piano. I thought for a moment. I said, Vivaldi? She goes, Vivaldi, thank you very much. She wrote it down. Went back to her room. Before the internet. Well, these seem familiar. Didn't we just do this row? I think we did, didn't we? What did I do? I think I missed part of this row. Rock and Roller. What is this? A whole series? This is when my mom was a teenager. It's hard to tell what that is here. You shouldn't put price tags over the artist's name. Okay. about that? And a bunch of albums. You know, I do have a record player now. Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. Just covers. Jeesh. I'm ready. I'm documenting my purchase on video, but no visuals. Thank you. Do you have a bag?
I don't. We just ran out.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
There's like a Ray Charles one that looked kind of cool.
Pretty neat store, huh? Let's see if we can hide these on the floorboard.
Because the idea is that it's a mitigation that actually safe.
Okay. Well, here we go into Davis Varsity. Here's the movie I'm coming to see. Previews look pretty good. All right. Signing off. All right. That was a great movie. Somebody had pretty extensive knowledge of the realities of political life. Well, it's surprisingly quiet downtown. Most of the students have gone home for the holidays. Oh, that's the O bus. That usually runs on weekends, so that means Unitrans on a weekend schedule, I think. Welcome to the bicycle capital of the world. And that over there is the bicycle museum. Why don't we just take a little tour down this. Oh, no, I don't have a red light, a green arrow. Let's see if I can get over there anyway. Yep, that's the way to do it. Well, this will be quite interesting because I've never driven down this alley before. It is interesting. There's houses facing the alley that don't face the street. Or what do you call that? Not facing, but I guess they're accessible from the alley. Okay, this is what I wanted to show here. This interesting sculpture here. Here's the interesting part. This, okay, I can't keep driving. A lot of people do anyway. But that interesting sign there. You know what? I don't think anybody's going to care too much. This interesting sign counts the number of bicycles that go by. and it shows the accumulated total for the year. So over 400 bicycles today. Wow. This interesting street. I think it used to go one way the other way many years ago, and then all of a sudden they switched it to go one way the other way, north instead of south. Okay, now, one time I had a friend come to visit from Fairfield, and there was a guy who tried to either ride his bike up that curb or off, and he fell off and bumped his head on the ground. It was pretty bad. He wasn't thinking properly, and a police officer came by, and the officer basically told him, if you don't agree to go to the hospital, I'm going to arrest you and take you there. And I had to talk this guy into voluntarily going to the hospital. And I told him, you should let me do your thinking for you right now. I'm not connected with him, the officer. You can trust me. So I said, can you do that? And he finally agreed. I said, okay, you need to go to the hospital. You really do. And so he agreed. And my friend thought I was kind of crazy for getting so involved. Here, why don't we take kind of a grand tour? I'll drive through the new shopping center, shopping mall, whatever it's called. It's too dark to see, but there's an old-fashioned bicycle sitting right there in that median. A big one, like a... Or did they take it away? Oh my gosh, it's gone. Oh, there it is there. Okay. Kind of like a sculpture. Okay, all of this is new, and believe it or not. Nordstrom Rack, Ulta Beauty, Impatient People. I don't know why they could be in such a hurry at this hour. PetSmart. There's a tap room. What is this? Craft Brewing. I was hoping it would be kind of like a replacement for the previous sports bar we used to have there called The Graduate that was torn down. That was a great community meeting place, but this new place is too small to be to take over that old function. The old one, The Graduate, Gosh, they had a huge television there with like a movie screen for soccer games. I was there in 2014 watching what was it, Brazil versus who for the World Cup. They had line dancing there on certain weeknights. Nothing can replace it. And I didn't appreciate it at first when I moved in. I moved into this apartment complex, and the assistant manager kind of did me a favor in accepting my application because I had a blemish on my credit report. And then she basically asked me out for a date. I think she might have had a crush on me or some interest. And why don't we meet over at the Graduate sometime? And I foolishly didn't take her up on it. I felt a bit uneasy, kind of like mixing business and pleasure a little bit. Maybe that's why. But well, also I was thinking of the Graduate as more of a bar than a community place. It was really more of a community place than a bar. Stupid me. Our apartment complex had a neat manager. I think her name was May, but she was good and she was nice to me, and she was there quite a while. And I think she got pushed out. Maybe made a couple of not so great decisions, management decisions, but then the place kind of went corporate, and I really didn't like it after that. It was bad. Here, shall we see if we can find some lights here? Usually down this side street, there's quite a few lights here. Let's see. This is Hawthorne Lane. Now, if you look on that street sign, there's no E in Hawthorne there. Let's see, where is it? Oh. It's too hard to see. But now if you go down the end of the street and look on the right side, there is an E. That's because there was a professor who complained that they were spelling Hawthorne incorrectly. And he got the name of the street changed on one side for a short distance. Oh, here's something going on. Yeah, here we go. This little side street here has some holiday spirit. It's not much, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? Kind of a colonial style house there. I'll have to show it sometime during the day. And there's one over here. Let's see. Let's get a good view of it. They got some good holiday spirit here. All right. Signing off. Have a good evening.